I'm not sure if it's working. It might be working. Can you hear me? Oh, it's working. Okay. Let me get things tidied up. I see your question, Lucia. Let me get things tidied up. Yeah, that took 20 minutes to connect. I kept retrying. And I saw that you bought coffee. Thank you very much. If it didn't work, I was going to try doing the whole thing over again and come back. I was hoping you would hold on. All right, there we go. It is September 28th. Yeah, that took 20 minutes. All right. Oh, look at that. Mr. Jones is here. And that was, I think that's the longest it ever took. While I was waiting, I did a reading for someone, a YouTuber, I won't mention who it is, who's having some health trouble. And the good thing is the cards say that the health problem will resolve itself and that person will be able to get back to their activities. That's good news. The second card even said good health. Very nice. All right, we'll do Lucia. Lucia has a question. Yes, it's working now. It's working after 20 minutes. It was, everything was working, but it wasn't sending out a signal. So we couldn't communicate. All I could see was messages were coming in, but you couldn't see me. Yeah, but it's working now. So your question is, yeah, I saw that you bought me a coffee and I go, oh, I got to keep trying. I'm not going to give up. And I just kept doing it over and over. I only want to ask, what will be happening with me if I have some change in life? What will happen with me if I have some change in my life? Interesting question. What will happen to me if I have some change in my life? That's an interesting way to ask the question. I like that. Because you're asking, if I make a change in my life, what will be the outcome? What will be the reward? Different way of asking than what I usually hear. What will change? Most people don't ask it that way. So this is a different way of asking. What will happen if there's some change in my life? Oh, this isn't a foundation card. It doesn't really talk changing anything, but it says you have a good imagination and you're creative. It also says a good message might come in about friendship or love. Ooh, also the birth of a child. The Page of Cups talks about the birth of a child. Ooh. This one says things are improving, things are getting easier. Oh, that's victory and success and forward movement. But there's some sadness in the present time, and there's some sadness. But it does show freedom of the spirit. So if we look at the question, what will change in my life? What will happen in my life if there's some change? I'll read that again. What will happen with me if I will have some change in my life? The first one talks about maybe getting a message from a friend or friendship or relationship. Then it talks about the birth of a child. And it talks about creativity. And then this one is about victory and success and forward movement and freedom of the spirit. But at the present time, there's some sadness. Ooh. This is in the past, more in the present and the past. And that talks about it talks about maybe you have been holding back. You have potential to create things, but you may have been holding back and actually preventing yourself from moving forward. You talk yourself out of good ideas. You'll have a good idea and you'll start to move forward, but then you'll start thinking of all the negative things that could possibly happen. And then you'll talk yourself out of it and you'll stop moving forward. That's what that card says. And it connects with the sadness in this card. And then this card also has putting too much of a burden on yourself and not being free. So this one says you're putting a burden on yourself, but then this one talks about freedom, taking that burden off. Because when it's this way, it's a burden. When it's this way, it's the burden is coming off and things are getting easier. Then this one shows that the burden is lifting and you're able to move forward. Then this one is what I just said about talking yourself out of a good idea. You're it's like you are your own worst enemy. You're the one, you're preventing yourself from moving forward. That's what that card says. Oh, now we get into this is all the present. and the foundation. Now we get into the future. And this shows you leaving something negative and going towards something positive. It could be changing a job or your home, or even moving to a new country, or moving to a new project, moving from something that doesn't work towards something that does work. It's a very good card. And that talks about the change. You're asking what would happen if there is change in my life. And this 2 cards are saying you'll move forward. These 2 say you're moving. If you create change, then you'll move forward. And they're both swords. So that's interesting. And this one is talking about being victorious over your enemies. Your enemies are down here and you're being victorious over them. And it could be actual people, or it could be the enemies could be within yourself, like bad habits or weakness or indecision or fear. All of these little wands could represent all those different things, and you're overcoming those things. That would fit in with the idea from this card about how you defeat yourself, and then this one says you're overcoming that. You're going to overcome your own demons in a way. It's a good one. And this one is about this could be a new enterprise or a new journey or a new adventure. That's a brand new thing happening, and it fits in with this card because this is going from something negative to something positive. So it's like a new journey. And then these 2 connect on the journey, making a journey from something negative towards something positive. This talks about some difficulty in your family. This isn't about you, but it might affect you. It might have a negative effect on you because it's happening in the family, and it might spill over onto your area over here and have a negative effect on you. But it might be saying that someone in your family is causing trouble for you or is a burden on the family, and that's how causing trouble for you, a burden on you, something like that. This is a good one. That shows a pause. That's more connected with what's happening right now in the present. It shows a pause after some kind of battle. And then eventually this card will go like that, and it'll show renewed activity. So that's a good one. It talks more about the past, but it has the potential to become a good card in the future. That's an unusual one. That doesn't seem to fit in with the rest of the story. It should have come up like this. I might be missing something. I'm going to look it up real quick because it doesn't seem to fit all the other cards. It's the 10th card, and it doesn't seem to fit the other cards. Maybe I'm missing something. There's so many meanings, it's easy to miss something. Here we go. Pessimism, doubt. It's working in the past. It's working as a past card. That's why it is. That's why it doesn't make sense. It's working with these 4 cards from the foundation. And it says pessimism, doubt, stubbornness, lack of perception. That fits in with what I was saying about the present and the past. Yeah. So it's a past card. That's why it didn't make sense. Usually when 9 and 10 are negative, they're connecting to the past rather than the future. But that's reinforcing the idea of being your own worst enemy. You're talking yourself out of good things. That's what that one is. Pessimism and doubt. You're doubting things. Instead of encouraging yourself, you're pushing yourself backwards. That's what that's saying. All right, let's get caught up on what you might be saying. Here we go. Go way up here. Let's see if you say anything. I hope it's still connected. I'm not going to put the cards away in case we lost the connection. But that makes sense, that you're holding yourself back. And if you change, then you'll be able to move forward. Oh, there you are. Yeah, I'm glad we still have the connection. But that's what it's saying. If you have change, all these things will start to happen. You'll go from negative to positive. There'll be change. There'll be travel, enterprise, new activity. These two go together. New adventure. There's the travel, adventure. And then victory and success. Oh, and overcoming the negative things, whatever they may be. They may be people, or they might be your demons, or negative things that you have in your life. You overcome them. That could even be connected to the family card. There might be negative things in your family, and then those are what's coming up. But it's possible for that too. Then there's a pause right now, but there will be activity in the future. And then this one connects with the past, about pessimism and doubt. Oh, your brother is negative. Okay. Yeah, it shows it in the family part, and it's having an effect on you in a negative way. So that's your. So it's all very good. There will be change, forward movement, travel, new enterprise, new adventure, renewed activity, overcoming negative things, victory and success of the spirit. There's the forward movement. That's a good one. Very good. And then there's number 11, and that talks about leadership and victory and success. And you're leading people. You're the leader. That's you right there. And the people are cheering and following you. There's victory. There's the wreath of victory, the laurel wreath of victory. So very good. I'm glad you stayed on and the connection came on. That was a good one. I'm glad we didn't miss that. That just tells me to keep trying, even if it's not connecting, keep trying. Because it took 20 minutes. And I must have tried about 12 or 13 times. All good things. Very good. I'm going to turn the fan on, and then we'll see who's next. Oh, you're welcome. Yes, it says it's up to you that you were holding in the past. You were holding yourself back, and if you let yourself go, then you can start moving forward. That one card, the actual wording is, don't let practical consideration hold back your imagination. That's what the actual wording on that one card is. So you come up with an idea and you start moving forward, and then you talk yourself out of it, and then you fall back again. It's warning against that. But it looks good. I'll turn the fan on and then we'll go to the next person. It might be Ginger. Don't even feel it. There we go. That's a good one. I was about to give up, and then I saw that you said you bought me a coffee, and then I looked up here and saw one new message. And there's a coffee, I got to keep trying. So I just kept doing it over and over, hitting reload and then go live, reload, go live. All right, let's see, we might do Jen next. Oh yeah, the job question. Oh, you're welcome, Lucia. Oh, Ramana. Oh, Mercury, Mercury Leo Lady. Haven't seen that name in a while. A lot of people are retracting the messages. There's Mr. Jones. A member for 16 months. Wonder who's. I know Jen was actually the first one. Jen was the first one, then Lucia, and then so we'll do Jen, and then we'll do Mr. Jones. Here's the question from Jen. Then we'll do Mr. Jones. I am going to get a new job. Oh, am I going to get a new job? I'm getting fired from the current one. Am I going to get a new job? That's the Rebel card. We're actually going to be looking at the future because this is the foundation. It just says you like to do things in a different way than the average person does them. You like to take a different pathway. More of a personality card. And that's another personality card. That's good. These two together go together well because this shows you're intelligent, you have energy, you can handle really difficult situations, go through the test of fire. So it's building the foundation. Here's the negative things from the past. That's a past card. Ooh, here we go, past going into present. And this shows spiritual enlightenment. Something is going to happen. There's going to be change, and then something is going to happen. Now we go into the future. Let's see if this something is a new job. Because it does say something is coming. It talks about change, and then it says something is coming. But let's see what is actually coming. That doesn't really say anything. It's saying that either you didn't take advice from somebody was trying to help you and you didn't let that person help you, or you were trying to help someone else and they didn't let you help them, something like that, or advice. It doesn't say anything about employment. This one is saying out with the old, in with the new. That one goes with this card. This one says something new is going to happen. Oh, out with the old, in with the new might be saying you're going to get a new job. The old job is ending, you're going to get a new job. Let's see if we get some money cards or something like the Apprentice or the Master Craftsman. Let's see if we get something like that. Oh, this is what you fear, and that's being held back. That's a delay, a false start or a delay. That makes sense. Because this is business related. So when it's upside down, it's talking about instead of things moving forward strongly and steadily, they get held back by some kind of delay or some kind of interruption, which makes sense with what's happening. And that's your fear. Oh, good. We need two more cards like this. Because that's the miser. That's a good money card. Two like that. Well, this is okay. It says things are moving quickly. And there might be some travel. So that's okay. Nothing wrong with that. It could be saying it'll happen quickly. Within because we're up to number 9 now. So that's like 2 weeks into the future. So it might be saying within the next 2 weeks, you might get a new job. Oh, this is very good. Because when like this is like business related. And this person has been working really hard and is burned. And then he goes on his spiritual retreat. But it came up this way. And this one says the person is done with his spiritual retreat and he's going back to work. The work is still there. It hasn't disappeared. So now he's coming back. He'll start working again and earning money again. He's gotten over his burned out fatigue, I guess you could say that. Fatigue. His stress. So that's good. So what do we have? We have something new is going to happen. I can't pick it up, but it's right there. That one says out with the old, in with the new. So the old job is going, a new job is coming. There's a good money, very good money card. These two are personality cards saying you have a good personality, you like doing things differently, You're intelligent and strong. And then one says things are moving quickly, so it might happen within a couple of weeks, because that was number 9, so it might be 2 weeks out. And then this one is about 2 or 3 weeks out, and this one said going back to work after some kind of resting period. And this is the work up here, and you're coming back to the work. So it's telling a little story, those 5 cards. It says what's happening. There'll be change out with the old and with the new. Money is coming, and then it's moving quickly, and then you're going back to work. Oh, watch for unexpected good. That's number 11. So that fits in perfectly. Watch for something that's going to happen, and it's unexpected. So that might mean that the job will be coming from somewhere that you don't expect, or coming in a way that you don't expect it to happen. That's interesting. It might also be saying try different things that you wouldn't normally try when you're looking for the new job, because it might come from an unexpected place. It might be an advice card. Here we are. Or you're saying that's me, that you're probably talking about the hippie card, the red card. Oh, Shirley's here. Hello, Shirley. Oh. Oh, the last time you read for me, everything came to fruition. That word. I can't say that word. My mouth doesn't wrap around easily, but I like that word. Fruition. Yeah, I said it. Oh, maybe that's it. The on a vacation. I thought that was you taking a break. But maybe it's the guy who interviewed you. Because a spiritual retreat can be a vacation. I usually just say spiritual retreat, but sometimes I say vacation. Let's hope that he calls. Oh, it's 111. Make a wish. I was going to wish something about what happened in Michigan, but I don't know how to word it right. I could say, I hope those people who are in critical condition do well and heal up nicely. I could say that. That would be a good wish. Wish the people who are were injured. I hope they recover. That's a good way of saying it, because they're in critical condition. So there's my wish. Let's see if it comes true. Because I don't need anything, so I'll wish for somebody else. I'll pass the wish on to someone else. I didn't say that. So we'll do Mr. Jones. Is Mr. Jones still here? Then we could probably, we'll see. Yes, let me know. Let us know next week. So let's see. I think I'm going to get a drink of water. Oh, there. Good. I was waiting to see if Mr. Jones pops up. Mr. Jones will be next. Then we'll see who's here. Shirley has a question. But we'll see, because there's some people who came in before Shirley. Mr. Jones. One of the last three members. There are only three members left. Mr. Jones, BALT, and NY. NY. That's okay. What do the cards see coming towards me? Nice, easy one. I just looked at myself in the computer and scared myself. I won't be doing that again. What do the cards see coming towards Mr. Jones? Ah, there's another one saying out with the old, in with the new. That change is coming. Trying to see if it says anything specific, like what is the change? What is the specific change? It's more like change of leadership, change in authority figure, or out with the old and with the new. Similar to the king is dead, long live the king, because the king is being trampled down here, and there's the bishop, and the king is being trampled by death. So it's saying the king is dead, long live the new king, out with the old and with the new. So some kind of change is coming. and a celebration, a big celebration. Those two go together well. And there you are, the emperor, and that it could be a lot of different things. You're a strong person, you're a leader, you have a good attitude about working, and basic things with moving your life forward. This is a good, mature person. They can handle all the different things that happen in life. And they know the value of good work and hard work and earning money. And you have to work hard to get your reward, that kind of thing. So it is work related. Oh, just as I was saying that, this is work related, the master craftsman. That's you right there, the master craftsman. So it shows you're the leader, like the person in charge, and the master craftsman. There's the skills. He creates all these beautiful arches, and people want to hire him to build arches and archways and doorways, and create castles. Oh, and there's money coming in, and fairness. He's got the scales of justice. So there's fairness and balance and justice and kindness. This is a kind person. Helps other people. Oh, that's unexpected. That's the first negative card. I wonder if I'm missing something. I don't think there's anything positive hidden in there. But it talks about losing control. I wonder if it could be saying, because over here it's talking about being in charge, being in control of other people. This is more in the foundation. So it's more who you are, and this is in the future. So it could be saying that in the future, you're going to have trouble with, like, this is you, and those are the lower forces or lower people, and you have control over them. When it's this way, the lower forces have control over you. So it could be saying that in the future, the lower forces are going to cause some trouble and work against you somehow. And that's coming in the future. It hasn't happened yet. And that one makes sense. That's another one where it talks about don't sabotage yourself. Don't think, this is what you fear. You would fear, I think saying what you would fear is that you would sabotage yourself, that you would talk yourself out of something good. I think that's what that's saying, because it's a fear card. It's not saying what will happen, it's saying what you fear will happen. And that's the one where it could be saying the enemies will have control over you. And this one is saying the lower forces will have control over you. So it could be the enemies, the people in those towers, the tower. And then there are enemies in the valley and in the tower, and they might have power over you. And that would work well with this card, the lower forces have power over you. So maybe that's what it's saying. And this is saying it might happen, and this is saying you're afraid it might happen, because that's an off card. Now it makes sense. Sometimes that fear card is hard to figure out. This one is taking a pause after some kind of difficult activity, after fighting a battle. You take a pause and a rest. And then later on, there'll be renewed activity. Oh, this is trouble between people, arguing and fighting between two people, or it could even be a group of people, but it's two or more people are arguing and fighting. And that's interesting because down in this one, you've got there's two figures down there, and then there's two figures here. So maybe it's fighting between two people or more than one person is causing trouble for you. But that one kind of reinforces this one. That was number 6. And this one's number 9. But this one is good. It says overcoming your fears and moving forward. So that's number 10. You'll eventually, then it goes back, it seems to go back to all these good cards because you had 5 good cards in a row, all talking about moving forward and being the leader and being the master craftsman and earning money and having fairness and balance. And then we get to numbers and all kinds of trouble starts. And there's actually only 3 negative cards out of 10. I can't pick that one up. There it goes. And they talk about people arguing together, arguing among each other, fighting each other, and about losing control over the lower forces. And watching out for your enemies having power over you. These 3 negative cards seem to follow a pattern. They're talking about the same thing. And then 10 is talking about overcoming your fear and then being able to move forward. Your fear is holding you back when it's like this. But when it's like this, you overcome your fear and then you can move forward. And number 11 is kind of a basic one. It says things will improve. Things will get easier as time goes on. All right. Wow, look at all the messages. Oh, BALT is there. Let's see what Mr. Jones. I'll go get a drink of water and wait and see what Mr. Jones says before I put the cards away. And, there we are. We'll do that first. Oh, you're welcome. Okay. I wanted to wait until you had a question before I put everything away. But those 5 cards were so good. And then number 6, it started talking about people losing control and people having power over you. That one there. Then you had the 2 of Cups where people are arguing. Then there was a 3rd one. Oh, this one. You have to watch out for your enemies. That your enemies are having power over you. So 3 cards talking about basically the same thing. And those were the only 3 negative ones out of 11 cards. Okay, I'll go get a drink of water, then we'll do BALT. And thank you for the super chat. Yeah, I gave you a heart. Okay, I'll be right back. There we are. So it's more like a general reading. Oh, yeah, general reading. A general reading for the next 2 weeks, please. That's unusual for you. You usually have a specific question. A general reading. Ah, in the foundation. The negative card in the foundation. Let's see what the ooh, next card is also negative. 2 negative cards in a row. Usually the second card is positive and it'll overpower the first card. But we are talking about the foundation. So we're more interested in the future. But this one talks about possibly setbacks, illness, weakness, being injured, not having the strength to get through a really difficult situation, something like that. That's unusual for a reading for you. That's really strange. Usually you don't get cards like that unless it's talking about a family member. Then the next one is similar. It's talking about being disorganized, wasting energy and effort, not using energy wisely. Not using your skills wisely, because it tells a story about how this is the magician just starting out, and he's got all his tools here, the cup, the pentacle, the wands, and the sword. And he has to learn how to use all those things properly so that he can use them as he's going through his journey. And when it's this way, he's using everything, he's learning everything. But when it's this way, he's not using that knowledge properly. He's wasting that knowledge. And so he's wasting time. He's not using his time efficiently. That's interesting. Not being creative. Also not being creative. And then here we have a setback, and this is business related. So a business related setback. But right now we haven't gotten to the future yet. We're still in the foundation and the past. Oh, here we go. This is the card that starts in the near past, goes into the foundation, and then goes towards the future. So this one is saying there's renewed activity. Renewed activity is coming because there was a pause. Now there's going to be renewed activity. I'm hoping this next one is the continuation of this one, the renewed activity. Let's see what this one says. Oh, darn it. That one's talking about pessimism and doubt, imbalance. I might have to come back and look that one up. I might be missing something. Let's see if you're giving me any information. Oh, could it be connected to your father? Oh, everything's been chaotic for the last 5 weeks. Maybe that's what it's referring to. Oh, okay. The cards are accurate. Okay. This is so unusual for you. I'm not used to seeing this kind of thing happening. Oh, this one might also be, because when it's this way, it's good health. When it's this way, it's bad health, poor health. So maybe this is all connected to your father. But there is one good one in there, renewed activity. So let's see what the next 5 say. Oh, okay. So this is all connected to your father. Okay. I was thinking it was business related because this is a business one. Another negative card. Negative things happening between two people. Have 4 cards left. I wonder, let's see. This is a fear card. Oh, sometimes the fear card doesn't work like a fear card. So this is a very good card. I'm wondering if this one came up last week, but you weren't here last week for somebody else. I was wondering if this one came up for, I think it was Mr. Jones last week. But this is a good money card, but it's saying don't just focus on money. There are other things in life that are more important, like family or friends or spiritual things. So it's an advice card, and it's in the fear section, but it doesn't mean it's a fear card. Sometimes the fear card is referring to just a general thing in the center, but it's saying it could be referring to your father because it says there's more important things than money. There's friends and family and spiritual inner things, improving their inner self. Oh, okay. This is the father again, because this is in the friends and family section. And it's things moving slowly and in a negative way. Wow. 2 cards left. Holy cow. Same idea as this card. Failure and things moving slowly and stagnation. These are both stagnation. 1 card left. Good. At least we ended up on a good card. This is the Wheel of Fortune. So your fortune is going up. The bad fortune is going down, the bad luck is going down, and the good luck is coming up. And this is like maybe 2 weeks out into the future, 2 or 3 weeks into the future. And your good luck will start coming up. And there's the bad luck going down, and your energy is going up. So maybe that's saying your father's going to start doing better as we go on. And in about 2 weeks, maybe things will turn around and everything will start flowing. Let's see what number 11 says. Oh, that's a good one. That's good things coming from your past. A good friend coming to visit you, or good memories from the past, or good feelings from the past. That could be connected to your father. Let's see number 12. Number 12 is good. So maybe it had to go through 9. Actually, these 2 cards are good. So there's 7 bad cards out of 9, and these 2 are good. So maybe all 7 of those cards are referring to what's happening to your father in the past and in the present and going a little bit into the future. But when we get to number 10, everything starts to change. You have the Wheel of Fortune. You have that good card about good things coming from your past. You have that one about victory and success and leadership. Let's see what number 13. Look. That's great. Things are happening. There's so much good things happening that they're overflowing and becoming reality. And that's friendship, love, happiness, peace. And this is number 13. So it looks like once it gets to number 10, everything starts to change and improve. And that would be about 2 or 3 weeks in the future. So maybe it's saying things are going to be rough for maybe the next 2 weeks, week and a half, 2 weeks. Then everything will start to improve. Because let's see what number 14. Well, number 14 says things are improving. And then again, improving. The burden and stress are coming off. Those 2 cards are talking about there's burden and stress and pressure, and it's coming off. It's getting easier. Well, that's a good one. Like, what are we up to, 16 or 17? And that one's just saying make good decisions. So it looks like once we get past number 9, all these good things happen after 9, starting with that one. So let's see what you're saying. Oh, 0 business activity currently. I think you only had 1 business card. Yeah. That could, like I say, that could be focusing on saying, don't just look at money, look at other things in your life, which makes perfect sense. Yeah, it looks like things are going to be difficult for another week and a half or 2 weeks. I'm just guessing on the time. And then suddenly everything will start to improve because it was just one good card after another. Yeah, it goes the other direction once I get past, what was it, 16 or something? Then they're just going all over the place. But up to like 15 or so, it was very good. Just one good card after another. All of these good cards. So let's see what happens. Come back and tell us what's going on. Yeah, that one makes sense. It's more of an advice card. it could be saying you're going to make a lot of money, but it could also be saying there's more important things in life than money. That's the main idea of that card, because that's the miser. He spent all his time building his fortune, and he didn't think about anything else in his life. And then he's got all this money and nothing else. There's nothing left. Nothing in his life that's important because he focused on money his whole life. So that's actually a better one for meaning for that card. Either one is good, but that's more of an advice card when it's that way. To look at all the other things in life. There we go. Yes, definitely more important things than money. Oh, there's Cat Lady. Oh, look who's here. HTTPS is here. Thank you for the super chat, my friend. It's funny when your question, I was reading your questions, BILT, and then I saw a kitty cat and a heart. And my first thought was BILT is using a kitty cat just like Cat Lady does. And then I noticed that Cat Lady was here. I thought you did that kitty cat. Because yours stand out because they're green. And I didn't see the Cat Lady. I just saw the cat and the heart. All right, BALT is here. Very nice. I mean, HTTPS. There, give you a heart. Thank you for the super chat. Yeah, I hope your father does well. The cards are pointing towards things improving, things being difficult, and then suddenly everything improves. Everything goes well. When it gets to number 10. All right. So for HTTPS, we have whatever comes out, please. So kind of a general reading. What time is it? Oh, it's still early. Oh. Oh, wants one more. Oh, I thought it was done and it starts splitting. I have to listen to what the cards are telling me. Sometimes they tell me it's ready to go. Sometimes they say they're saying it's splitting again. Yeah. When they split, they're saying keep shuffling. There, see that? Nice and perfect. All right. Oh, you got the reverse of one of the cards that BALT had. He had it that way. This one is talking about you have to be careful how you spend your money. You have to be frugal with your money because your money might become tight. You have to be careful what you buy and how you spend it. It's not a negative card, it's just more of an advice card. It's not saying you're not going to have money, it's saying be careful with the money you have. This one's a negative one about friendship, love, and happiness. But here we have you overcoming the lower forces. And this down here could be negative people, or it could be internal forces like fears and indecision and temptation, all kinds of things like that are negative, and you're overcoming those things and becoming stronger. You're defending what belongs to you. Whatever you have, you're defending it and you're protecting it. This one says this is the past, so it's okay. But it kind of goes with this card right next to it, where negative things are happening. Losing control, weakness, but it's in the past, so that kind of makes sense. And then you're overcoming that negative stuff is down here, and you're overcoming those negative things. Because that's losing control, having not being able to handle difficult situations. So now we go into the future. Oh, very good. There's indecision. That's one of the things I mentioned on that one card, indecision, fear. And this says indecision and fear. And it's saying you have to make a decision in the future. And then once you make that decision, then you'll have freedom and you can move forward. But it's saying you might be holding back, and because of fear. Fear is holding you back, keeping you from moving forward. That I mentioned those two things, indecision and fear, in this card as being down here. And then it comes up as number 5. Here's a negative. Oh, that makes sense. Here's a negative card about money moving slowly. Maybe that's why you got that first card. And it's right next to the first card where it says, be careful with your money. And this is in the future. And the first one was in the general atmosphere, the foundation. And this one's in the future saying money is going to slow down. Money won't be coming in as quickly and strongly as before. Because here it's money moving forward strongly. Here it's everything slowing down. Oh, the rebel card says you're the rebel. You like to do things differently than, that's just a personality card. It says you like to do things differently than everyone else. You'd like to take a different pathway than everyone else. Now let's see friends and family. Oh, there's another negative money card, and it's right next to the other one. Here's number 8. Yeah, and here's number 6. So it's like that. They're kitty corner from each other. So maybe the negative money situation is somehow connected to your family, because this is in the friends and family. It could be friends or family. And it's another negative money card. Someone who is doing poorly with money, or can't manage money, or can't control their money, or maybe they even lost their job. Could be unemployment too. And it somehow then spills over into your area because it's right next to it. So it's kind of, this one happens first and then it spills over into your section here. Ah, but that's very good. This is number 9. And it's saying you'll get your reward after hard work. So you're working hard at something and eventually the reward will come in. So it's good that we're improving. And maybe that has something to do with overcoming the fear. Because once you overcome the fear, then you can have the reward. It also talks about a rebirth, something brand new happening, being born again. Oh, but then we end up with a negative business card. Usually when number 9 or 10 are negative, they're connecting with something negative that happened in the past. And this is more business related, like a business fails or a job fails. And then it could be connecting to this one. They're very similar. And then these two would then spill over into your area here with this card. And then it's right next to this card, which is talking about being careful with your money. So we have something like losing a job or a business failing and negative things with money. It could be employment. Same thing. They could be very similar. And then it spills over into this card talking about money situation moving forward very slowly. So money is coming in slowly. And then that's right next to this card over here on this side saying, be careful with your money. Money could dry up. So don't be frugal with your money because money could dry up. So 4 money related cards. Let's see what number 11 is. Oh, that's talking about going through something difficult. And if you put that with the business cards, the money cards, it could be connecting to the money. And then number 12 says carrying a heavy burden, not using energy wisely. All right, let's see. So that's interesting. 4 negative money cards, and it could be somehow connected to the family. Oh, there you are. Oh, you're welcome. So you might have to overcome some kind of fear or indecision. And then you'll be able to move forward. And that's in the future. And then this one's also in the future. You'll get your reward after hard work. And then you'll overcome the negative things. and you're the rebel. You like to do things differently. This one could be connected to the family too, because it's friendship and romance and negative things happening. All right. Oh, good night. Yes, it's late there. I'm curious about what's happening with the church shooting. The last I saw it, they said there were 10 injured, 9 injured, 1 dead. But they thought the numbers could go higher. And that was about 2 hours ago. An hour and 45 minutes ago, that was. So they might know some more information by now. Because the guy shot up a bunch of people, then he set the church on fire. So they're thinking there might be more people who died in the fire, but they didn't know at that time. Let's see. Melancholic? Reminds me of the Addams Family, the TV show. They had a cousin, Melancholia. They had all these relatives with really strange names. I love that show. Oh, and then Thandiwe, Thandiwe, and Thiwi, and Thandiwe. Messing up everyone's name. I think Melancholia had a crush on Lurch. Oh no, Lurch had a crush on Melancholia. That was it. But she wasn't interested. I missed that show. I've got it right down there, the whole series, but I can't watch it because I don't have a DVD player. So all the episodes are right down there. Somewhere. Might be over there. Down there somewhere. Oh, here we go. I was waiting to see who came up. So it's this person. That's why I was blabbering on. I was waiting for someone to come on. So it's Thandiwe. I was waiting to see who came up. Thandiwe. And then the question is, I wanted to see who came on, who was still on. Here we go. What's coming towards me this month for the month of October? So that's for Thandiwe. What's coming towards me for the month of October? Oh, that's interesting. This is more of an advice card, and it's into foundation. It's not saying what will happen in October. This is more like September. And it's saying don't hold on to negative things from the past. Don't live in the past. Think about the present and the future. That's what this one is saying. And someone might give you advice and try to help you and give you guidance. Or the other way of looking at it is you might help someone else. So this can go either way. Either someone is going to help you or you're going to help someone else. And it talks about guidance and help because that's the hermit on the mountain. And there are people coming up the mountain this way. And he's looking down at them and he's got his lantern of truth and he's helping the people come up the mountain. So it talks about helping people, and it can go either it's coming towards you or going to someone else, going out from you. This is, this is in the past, and it's good that it's in the past because it's stagnation. It's things not moving forward, things being stuck. That kind of fits in with the first card because the first card is saying, don't dwell on negative things from the past. Think of the present and work towards the future. And then this is a stagnation card in the past. So it could be saying that things are stagnant because you're thinking too much about the past and not looking towards the future. It could be saying that. We still haven't gotten into October yet. We're still in September. Oh, here's a good money card. And this is finishing up. Let's say this is the last 2 or 3 days of this is happening right now and going into the future. That's a good way of saying it. It's the past going into the present and then into the future. And it's a good money card. But it also says don't focus just on money, that there are other things that are also important in life. Friendship, romance, family, spiritual things. Oh, that's very good. Now we're into October. And this one says you're going to achieve your goal. You're going to reach your goal and reach a high level of knowledge, spiritual knowledge, and get into the. My brain is freezing up. The spiritual, the universal knowledge. That's what I'm trying to say. You tap into that universal knowledge, and you achieve a high level of spirituality. I can't speak today. Maybe I'm having a stroke. And then there's also good things about travel. I'll keep going even though I'm having a stroke on camera. That's how dedicated I am. Oh, this one is talking about a pause and you're waiting for something to come in. That could be related to what was happening in September. So, and this is something good coming toward, this is you right here. And this is something good coming towards you. And you have to look and see that it's there. See how that person is kind of looking in front of him and he doesn't see this good thing coming towards him and he doesn't know what to do with his life. But here's something. He has to turn and look towards that. And then he'll say, oh, there's something good coming towards me. Then the card turns this way and it talks about renewed activity. Because right now this is a pause or stagnation. And then once that person sees that there's something good there, then it becomes renewed activity. And then here we have stagnation down below it. This is card number 3 and this is card number 6. So there's stagnation down there. And here's a good message coming in. Oh, and also travel. 2 cards are talking about travel. So maybe you'll do some traveling in October. A good message will come in. There'll be high energy and travel. And this one's achieving your goal and travel and reaching a high spiritual level. And then this is in the friends and family section. And it's talking about negative things happening to maybe a friend or family member. And all those negative things are coming down on that person. And the person is losing the battle. So it might be happening to a friend or a family member. And maybe that it doesn't show any of that in your area, but it might affect you in some way, in a negative way, but it doesn't show anything. No, it doesn't. So it might be confined to your friends or family members, and it might be affecting them and not affecting you. Mm-hmm. This one says to watch for hidden dangers. Oh. That one could be talking about this card because it talks about enemies and hidden dangers and foes. So, and here are enemies and things up here. So it could be related to this card. It could also be talking about don't make any important decisions. Don't just make a quick decision. If something comes up, look at it and study it and think through it. Do the research and don't make a quick decision right away because you have to look and see what's there. So it could be something, it could be related to the travel thing. Or because if you go on a trip and you don't plan it, you might end up making all the wrong decisions. But if you plan a trip out and you watch all the videos and stuff, then you'll get good ideas and you'll know where to go. That's what this card is kind of saying. Don't just make a quick decision and say, okay, I'm going to do this. Look into it and watch some videos and do some research and find out what decision is the best decision. Oh, and this one's a negative one. This one kind of goes with that one down there because it's talking about the lower forces. Oh, and it goes with that one too. Because it's talking about the lower forces having power over you, specifically over you. Over here, it's in the friends and family section. But here, it could be that this is connected to the friends and family. It could be happening like that, where it's coming down on the friend or family member. But it's in your, so maybe that means it's going to overflow into your section. Because this is in a section all by itself. And sometimes it overflows. And I said there were no cards in your section that connect to this one. But now there are. There are 2 cards in your section. So maybe the negative thing that's happening to a friend or family member is going to spill over into your section, and it'll happen in the future. Maybe like in the middle of October, because these 2 happen more like the 2nd or 3rd week out from now. So 2 or 3 weeks into the future. And this is closer to the present time, like a week out. So it's like it happens to a friend or family member, then it has a negative effect on you afterward, a week or 2 later, and it goes into your area and affects you. Then here's a negative person for number 11. So that could also connect with, and they're both wands, look at that. So here's a negative person with a wand, and then here are all these wands coming down, and this is the person being affected in a negative way. And I'm thinking this is a friend or family member, and then it somehow goes and flows over into you. I don't think that's you, but it could be it affects somebody close to you. Then it flows over into your area with these 2 cards. Because this one's talking about enemies and foes. So this could be the enemy up here. That's an interesting one. That one was complicated. Lizzie Platts. There's a Lizzie Platts here. All right. That was an interesting one. Seems like they're getting more complicated as I go. When I first started today, they were nice and simple and followed a nice pattern. Now they're getting more complicated where there's like different things coming in from different directions and affecting other people and then coming in and affecting the person who I'm reading for. It's becoming more complicated as it goes. We need a nice, easy one. Seems like those last 3 that we did had a lot of outside influences coming in and affecting the person. Where the first 1, 2, 3, the first 3 were more, it was happening to the person. The good things were happening to the person. And then the last 3, there seemed to be a lot of negative things. coming in from the outside and affecting the person. It seems like the person was doing okay, but that person had negative influences coming in from outside. It split it up because we've done 6 of them. That's interesting. All right, the cards are ready. Oh, you're welcome. Enemies. Yeah, enemies. So let's do Lizzie, and that might be the last one I do. You like my hat thing? It's a stretchy material, and you can do it all different kinds of patterns and wear it around your neck or around your wrist, or you can do all kinds of different things with it. Yeah, let's do Lizzie, and then I think I might be done because it's 2:19. Yeah. 1 hour and 42 minutes. So that's good. So let's do Lizzie. And then Lizzie might be the last person. So what the question? Do you have a specific question, or do you just want a general reading for Lizzie? Because you say, may I please have a reading? Thank you. You can ask for a general, or look at how messed up I am. That's not good. There we go. Oh, October info. Okay, so a general reading for October. What's coming in October? Oh, money. Money is coming. This is a good message concerning money is coming in October. Let's see if we can continue and get 9 more good cards. Oh, that's a good thing. This is you right now, and you're waiting for something. You're trying to make a decision about something, and someone will come in and help you. And this could be someone offering you something or offering you help or anything at all, that something's coming towards you And then once it gets to you, then the card goes this way, and then you have renewed activity. But right now you're waiting because this is the foundation. Right now it's what's happening in the foundation of the question. Then this one is saying you might be going through something difficult right now. But again, the same thing. It's got the same idea where there's a pause and you can't make a decision and you're not sure which way to go in this card. And in this card, you're going through something difficult. But the good thing is that eventually you get through that thing and it goes this way. And then it says the future will be better. So once you get through that negative thing, then it starts to go up. It becomes better. And then the same thing here. Once you make a decision or you get some help or someone gives you some help or something, or you see what it is that you want to do, you make a decision, then you have renewed activity. So it's the same idea. And that's in the present time. This one simply says you're going to start a new journey. So that's a good thing. Oh, that's interesting too. This one says you're going to start a new journey and someone will help you on your journey. On the first half of your journey, someone helps you. And in this card here, we have, this is you, and we have someone coming in to help you. So that's interesting the way that works. This one came up first, and this is the second card, and this is the fourth. So this one is saying you're going to start a new journey and someone's going to help you. And this one shows someone coming in to help you. So that's interesting. And that's in October. This one is in October. Oh, there's a negative one about friendship and love. So maybe there'll be some kind of arguments between you and a friend or someone you're having a relationship with. There might be some trouble. Could be with a friend or friendship or relationship. And it could also be talking about, because this part here talks about imagination and creativity. And when it's this way, it's saying you have a good imagination and you're creative. When it's reversed, it's saying that you might be in kind of a stagnant situation with your creativity. So if you're a writer, you might have writer's block, or you can't come up with new ideas for whatever project you're working on. So it could, if you're not having any trouble with friendships or relationships, it might be the creativity part. And that's coming in October. Oh, but this is good. This is a good one coming in October. It shows victory and success and control over the lower forces. And these are like lower, like temptation and fear and stagnation and indecision. You're having control over those things. Plus there's balance and stability. And it also talks about balance in a relationship too. Balance and stability in a relationship. But you're in control. Oh, then you've got justice. Oh, there's more balance. There's balance right here, balance and stability right there. And then here, she's got the scales of justice showing more balance. So two cards are talking about balance and stability, and you'll get justice. And if there's a lawsuit or something like that, something similar, you'll win the lawsuit or you'll get justice. That's very good. Here's the indecision. This card talked about being on a pause or having indecision, not being able to decide what to do. And here's the indecision. And it's because of fear. You're holding back because of fear. And this card is saying if you overcome the fear, you'll be able to move forward. Then the card turns this way and you have freedom. And then you can move forward. And the same thing with this one, it'll turn this way and you'll have renewed activity, which then leads to your new journey. And someone will help you. Yeah. This is some kind of setback, and it probably has already happened. That could be what led to the stress. Because this is number 9 and it's a negative. It's talking about some kind of setback or delayed plans. And usually when 9 is negative, it's connecting to something negative that has already happened. It's part of the past. And this is also part of the past. It's a negative money card. Either it could be something like just not having enough money or unemployment or money trouble earning money, trouble with spending money. But it could be all connected to this card here, because this card talks about going through something difficult. And these two are connecting to the past, because when they're negative, they talk about the past. When they're positive, they talk about the future, or they give advice. The advice, if there is advice in those cards, it could be that you should be very careful with your money in the future in October. Spend it wisely. Don't do anything that'll jeopardize your income, things like that. If they're taken as advice cards, be careful with business decisions, work-related decisions, business decisions, things like that for October. So you could look at it that way too, as those two are advice cards for October, if you want to do that. And it's good advice. It won't hurt you to take that advice. It's just saying be careful with your money and don't do anything foolish where your earnings are concerned. Like don't quit your job in October. That kind of idea. Yeah, that one's a pretty good one. But you are going to start a new journey, and someone's going to help you. And you're going to have justice. And you might have to overcome some kind of fear in order to move forward. Just like here, it's overcoming indecision, and then you get to move forward. And here it's overcoming fear, and then it flips that way, and then you can move forward. So 2 cards are saying basically the same idea, overcoming either indecision or fear, and then you can move forward. Let's see, you're writing a whole bunch of stuff. Oh, miscarriage. Oh, you get disability. Oh, works at the Salvation Army. Huh. Oh. So maybe that's what all this is about, you're on a limited budget and you have to be really careful with your money. That might be what those 2 cards are talking about. But you have a bunch of good cards. Justice, starting a new journey, and maybe that other person, your fiance, maybe that person is the person who's helping you. You're going to start a new journey in October. And you might have to overcome fear and indecision. There's indecision and there's fear. And it's interesting that they both come up in the same reading. And if you take both of them and turn them upside down, you then have renewed activity and freedom to move forward. So it's interesting. You overcome those 2 things and you can move forward and you have freedom. And this is the general thing about going through difficult things, and which is what you just said right there about the miscarriage. That's the difficult situation. But again, if you do it this way, it says the future will be better. You'll get through the difficulty you're going through, and then the future will be better. So you have 3 cards that are working that way. Where if you turn them upside down, they work together. Indecision becomes renewed activity, fear becomes moving forward, and going through a difficult situation becomes the future will be better. They work in a very similar way. Not too many cards work just like that, but you got 3 of them. Where if you're going through something difficult, you turn it over and it becomes a really good thing. You then move forward. Salvation Army. I always thought those were volunteer jobs. I didn't know you could get paid for that. But that's cool. I think Lizzie was the last reading because we're almost at 2 hours, 1 hour and 57 minutes. Oh, there's Lizzie again. Oh, you're welcome. Yeah, come back the end of around Halloween time and see if any of it works out. Give an update. I'm forgetting how to talk. I think that means I've been talking for too long. 1 hour and 58 minutes. All right, good. You'll come back. Yeah, when I start to mess up my words, that means it's time to stop. My brain is sending the signal to my mouth, and my mouth isn't responding properly. So that means it's time to sign off and go have a nice dinner. All right, thank you everyone for coming. I think we had 8 people. And I'll see you all very soon. This is the end we have 2 days left to September. Then it's October 1st. My favorite month is October. The leaves haven't started changing yet. There's only a few colorful leaves. I was looking at them this morning when I was going grocery shopping. Mostly it's all still green. So the leaves will start changing really soon. It'll be pretty out there. But there's only a few that I was looking at the tree. It's mostly green. There'll be like 4 or 5 yellow leaves. They're just starting to change. It's going to be a good one. We had lots of rain this summer, so that means we'll have lots of color. All right, I'll see you all soon. Here we go.